Mr. B, XRP here, and welcome back. Happy Thursday to everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Got a really great video for you today. I want to talk with you about XRP DeFi causing supply shock and what's being said about that. Also, there is a company with $12 trillion in assets under management that's coming to the crypto party. I want to talk about when BlackRock will be coming to offer an XRP ETF. Let's touch on that. And there's the great Bitcoin and gold debate going on today. And also Ripple is in the news. So let's just jump right into it. Let's look at the prices first. The fear and greed index, it's at 26 fear. Slightly more fear than yesterday was 28. Bitcoin is at 92,218. Ethereum's at 3,166. Tether's holding comfortably at $1, and XRP's at $2.13. So let's get an update on the XRP tracker. Total assets under management on the XRP ETF tracker is 984 million. We are right there. We're about to break $1 billion, and it's only been a couple of weeks, and we had a holiday. So we are very close. I'm pretty confident it is going to happen by the end of the day tomorrow for sure. Before I go any further, my sponsors, iTrustCapital, great company, institutional grade custody, whether you do excuse me, an IRA, or whether you do a PCA, which is a premium custody account, which will allow you, either account will allow you to trade 24/7. You get absolute institutional grade custody with either account. You can't get institutional grade custody with a normal crypto account anywhere. You can't buy it, you can't pay for it, you can't get upgraded to it, and you get it automatically at iTrustCapital. What I wanted to tell you was the IRS released updated 2026 Roth IRA limits. And the standard contribution is up to $7,500 for 2026. And the for 50 and older, it's actually $8,600. So check out the iTrust website. I have a link in the description of this video. Would greatly appreciate if you'd use my link when you open up an account at iTrustCapital so I can get credit for that. And if you do, and you're a new customer, you will get a $100 funding bonus to start your account. So appreciate it if you would do that. Watcher Guru had posted this just in 12 trillion. Charles Schwab says it will offer Bitcoin and Ethereum trading in early 2026. Here they come. Charles Schwab is a monster. I mean, $12 trillion. And look, it says Bitcoin and Ethereum. Everybody starts with Bitcoin and Ethereum, but what comes next on the list? XRP. They're certainly not going to, they're certainly not going to offer. They're certainly not going to offer Bitcoin and Ethereum and not offer Bitcoin at some point. So let's be realistic about that, and that's coming in 2026. There is so much new money coming to the crypto space. It is going to be an exciting year, which, with them being worth $12 trillion, let's not forget BlackRock. BlackRock is worth $16 trillion. And what did Larry Fink have to say about not being interested in crypto in the past? Well, let's go to the tape here.
Crypto, an index for money laundering. BlackRock and thieves. Yes. Money laundering and thieves. You now have the biggest Bitcoin ETF. So what happened here?
I have very strong views, but that doesn't mean I'm not wrong. By having strong views, you have to test yourself and ask yourself. And in my role, I see thousands of clients a year. I have governmental leaders, and we have these conversations. And my thought process always evolves. And this is a very glaring public example of a big shift in my opinion.
Yeah. So look, I give him credit for admitting he was wrong, right? A lot of these banks that are coming in and these financial companies that are coming in, they're not admitting they were wrong. They're just coming in quietly, or obviously they come in with a splash once they launch. But at least he admits he was wrong, and I think that's big. So welcome to the party. Come on in and offer an XRP ETF soon so we can see those numbers go through the roof. All right, this was from Cointelegraph. New World Liberty Financial will launch real-world asset products in January 2026, Reuters reports. So the Trump boys own a big part of WLFI, and they're going to be offering real-world assets products on their platform. So interested to see what happens there. You know, I know a lot of people that got in on that initial coin offering. It wasn't easy to do, but I know a lot of people that did, and they did very well. But we'll see long term how the project does. Most ICOs, you know, crash, but this one happened to do pretty good so far. But you know, it's going to be a while before we know if it's a winner or not. This was also from Watcher Guru Justin. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says major banks are piloting crypto with the exchange. So banks are starting to offer crypto to their customers. We learned yesterday that Bank of America is coming in the game. So they're doing some piloting over there. We don't know with which banks, but here's the banks that are going to be offering crypto. Are you ready? I'm going to give you the list. All of them. Eventually, all of them. And if they don't, they'll go away. I don't imagine a world where a bank isn't offering it. And I always say that banks and crypto companies are going to look the same in the future. You're not going to know the difference between the two. There's just going to be one. This was from Phil Kwok from Easy A. He said, a lot of people talk about supply shocks sending the price of XRP skyrocketing, but almost nobody explains how it actually happens. In a nutshell, XRP must be taken off the market. And one of the biggest levers for this is DeFi. DeFi takes XRP, locks it up in liquidity pools, lending markets as collateral. This is why DeFi is so important and why we're building Easy Labs. I agree. I mean, look, anytime you're taking XRP off of exchanges, it's a good thing because less XRP that's available, less supply, demand is strong and sends the price up. So 100%. But look, at the same time, you got to be careful what DeFi projects you get involved with because there always is an element of risk. And I'm not saying with their projects, with Easy A. I'm just saying in any DeFi projects, if you're getting yield, you have to look at what are the risks. So be sure to know the risks before you get involved in anything, because there certainly will be risks. This was a post from Ripple, 4 major acquisitions, one goal with G Treasury, Rail, Palisade, and Ripple Prime. We're building the one-stop shop for digital asset infrastructure, custody, liquidity, treasury, payments, and real-time settlement under one unified platform. We are building the infrastructure that powers the Internet of Value. I'm telling you, when I first started following Ripple 8 years ago, I never imagined they would be as big as they are today. I really didn't. I didn't imagine they'd be as big as they are today, casting a net as wide as they are. I 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, I couldn't see past cross-border payments. But they are expanding this business into becoming something huge. So it's really unbelievable. XRP Las Vegas is taking place this year, and it is, where's the dates? April 30th to May 1st. Go to xrplasvegas.com. If you've been, you don't need me to tell you anything. If you've never been, you probably need to go. If you want to go meet the people you've been chatting with on Twitter and listening to on YouTube, and Ripple will be there, and all kinds of movers and shakers. I know the Easy A guys are going to be there. It's going to be a great time. So check it out. Go to xrplasvegas.com. This was Jim Rickards talking about stablecoin failure. Let's give it a listen.
My concern would be that, well, not just concern, just from experience, this will happen. The market will freeze up, exactly what happened in money markets and commercial paper in 2008. The Fed will be very reluctant to bail it out. I mean, the Fed gets criticized when they bail out money market funds, because they're not banks. I mean, bailing out banks is kind of their area of responsibility, but not money market funds. But they did bail out money market funds. Would they bail out the crypto equivalent of a money market fund? I'm not so sure. They might just let it fail as kind of a lesson. And then there you get into the issue of contagion, where a failure in one market very quickly leads to failures in other markets. Because if I'm the crypto holder, the stablecoin holder, and I redeem and I say, give me my money back, and you say, sorry, I can't, we're having difficulties right now. So,
well, I think it's an important topic. I think that understanding the treasury of these stablecoin holders is incredibly important. What are they invested in? And can they account for, the money that's supposed to be there and the assets that are supposed to be there? I think it's going to be very important. I know there's been questions about Tether over the years. I'm not here to say one way or the other. He's obviously raising a red flag. It would be detrimental to the entire crypto space if Tether were to fail. It would be horrific for everyone. It wouldn't be good for anyone. So not a good thing. Well, so look, that's it for this one. Don't forget, check out iTrustCapital. Use the link in the description of this video, please. I'm not a financial advisor. Please hit like, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notifications button if you want to be notified when I release new videos, which is absolutely daily. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Always do your own research. See you next time. Bye-bye.